Hello, hello, everyone. Welcome, one and all. I'm Leahvana, the tech witch, bringing magic to your screens. Always great to see my stargazers and arcanists once again. Happy Friday. Yep, I am streaming this Friday. So, we're going to be having some fun with some Resonance Solstice. I'm looking forward to diving back into it on screen. I've been playing quite a bit off stream. And up to chapter 4. I've also been playing a lot of the current Black Tea event. So today I'm going to be slinging some black tea around, and we'll do some more story and see where it goes. Hopefully, get some pulls together and get closer to getting Nicola, the latest character. I actually lost my 50-50 with her to Connor, who was one of the characters I was considering on the SSR selector, so that made it easy for me. So I just really need to get her, and I've got my first, quote, premium team. So I'm excited for that. All right, let's go ahead and just get in game. Huzzah! All right. So right now I need to go. Right, let me see what I can sell here. I'm gonna empty out as much of my inventory as possible right now before I load it up with black tea. And I also need to go get a new RAM installed on my train. So time to go do that. Oh, there's another player. I need to figure out what I'm going to name my train. Ooh, get their train. Oh, I had some stuff there I could have sold. Darn it. Oh well. I totally forgot about that. Well, we're almost here at the station, so let's go see what I can do while I'm here. Collecting quite a bit of loot on the way. Always good to see. Nope, we gotta fight. And I don't have a ram. That's super. Hit him with the ult. Get some arrows in there. Ult from Libya. I like that a lot of our attacks are free for me now. Been upgrading.
この調子でどんどん出世していってやるわ。
この列車は CBCRR23 クラリティデータセンター行きです。皆様、まもなくクラリティデータセンターに到着です。クラリティデータセンター。
Okay, so let's see the trading center. See what can I sell off?
車掌殿は本当に商売の才がございますね。
Those main toolboxes could be a good sell. No, because I need some of those for leveling. So I just got some more bronze. So I'll save those. Okay, cool.
本当に申し訳ございませんが、お持ちの商品を
Alright, just got one out of that.
ご安心ください。これらの商品はすべてどうぞごゆっくりお選びください。
I'm not worried about buying. And let's see. Nothing else here, really.
私、雪が好きなんです。雪は大地の傷跡を優しく隠してくれますから。みんなと一緒に。
So before I go to Shagalith and actually stock up on the tea, I'm going to go here.
とても嬉しいです。
Because I'm probably just going to sell the tea in Freeport. Yeah, I should be able to get a ram now.
CBCRR23 鉄路同盟全焼基地行きです。
Nice, peaceful trip. Just passing through for now.
皆様、まもなく鉄路同盟全焼基地に到着です。
And we've arrived.
鉄路同盟全勝機
やあ、今日はまた何かいいものを持ってこられたんですか？
I'm not sure I need those, so let me sell those stuff
なん
first.
と、それを持っていますか？ぜひうちに売ってください。最高価格をつけます。
Okay, so let's just offload this.
これはいけませんね。
Oh, come on.
無理やりに値段をつなかなかのいい品質毎度あり。うちの商品はまさに高品質低価格という言葉がこれは今セール中です。
Okay, I can buy this now because I do need that. I think I have enough C4.
毎度ありがとうございます。
I probably should negotiate that down, but whatever.
車掌
Okay, just enough. And let's arm. Alright, get that equipped. Trained weapons cannot be upgraded. Okay, the ram can't, but this can. Okay, that's it. Yeah, I'll put some levels on that. All right, let's clean up the trash. Hey, it's Anime! What's up, Anime Hero? How are you doing? Happy Friday to you. What's going on with you? Sitting chilling with some Resonance Solstice? Living that train life? Yeah, this is such an interesting idea for a gacha. It's a trade and train sim. With some combat, of course. It's a post-apocalyptic world. Woo. And recommission that. Nice. What did I get in the mail? Okay, they fixed something. So of course they always give you freebies. Right, that's probably the dailies. So yeah, look at the account now. I've got plenty of copies of a lot of the characters. Like I always max out some. I have Arena now. Connor, I actually got trying to pull for Nicola. Lost a 50-50, got her, so I'm happy. Actually happy with that. And I have Tinny now from the selector. Building up my first premium team. Getting some SSRs slowly but surely. So I think for now I'm just going to put Nicola in that last slot. So I get some other options for there. I need to actually work on engine core. Okay, so I have enough now. I only have one of these. What are the sources? Okay, I just gotta go do some of those battles. Breakthrough. I can go to some of these challenges more. and level up. Interesting way to level up some of your training too with these challenges. Hey, a lot of chaos stones for the rewards. Alright, let's upgrade our power supply of 13. Have enough? Yeah. Alright, cool. We'll do 14. That drops down the power use to 74. I don't... Okay, I have to wait till 15 before I can add another mod. Yeah, this is what I'm going for right now, Nicola. Add it. I did complete this. I can actually do Freeport now. Okay, cool. Doing a few of these will get me a pull. Let's see, Rezo and Gear. We'll do this Resonance. And that's all I have right now. Get a little combat in. See, I'm gonna do some more story today, and then play through more of this event that's going on. It's a trade event. I'm out here doing the story for that and slanging some black tea. The various outposts and settlements. That's right, the black tea. Not the white tea, not any other tea. The black one. Let me get this to 30% so I can at least get the pull from there. Hey, level up. Run my base team right now. My free-to-play squad. Got 2 of her cards for free. And that's her out. Oh no, one more stage. Heck yeah. Alright. There we go. Alright, so 60 I get 1. So this time it's 100 for 1. Okay, Dreamless gives 2 on the 100%. Yeah, so it's a 10 pull once you complete the area. How many pulls do I have right now? So I used most of mine, just 2. Yep. Gotta rack up some more chaos stones. Now, how am I looking here? I need more discs to buy the last monthly one. Okay, so I'm pretty much done here.
やあ、今日はまた。お、なんとそれを持っていますか。ぜひうちに売ってください。最高価格をつけ。これはいけませんね。無理やりに値段を釣り上げては。
Alright, anything else? Sell that. Yeah. Alright, let me see about... Everything's good there. Propulsion. Yeah, let's get that upgrade. That also uses up some of those mander boxes. You can freeze up some room. Okay, so if we go on here, let's... Yeah, let's see if we can sell it there.
この列車は CBCRR23 高知行きです。
We're just gonna ram them. Yeah. So I've got a ram back on my train.
皆様、まもなく高知に到着です。高知です。
やあ、今日はまた何かいいものを持ってこられたんですか。お、なんとそれを持っていますか。ぜひうちに売ってください。最高価格をつけます。
Okay, I've got a few things I can sell off here. Get a little more profit out of that.
うちの商品はまさに高品質低価格
Nothing
という
really to
言
buy.
葉がぴったりです。
Stuff that I'm doing right now. So we'll go here, sell some more stuff, and then Shigalof City.
マンド鉱山行きです。
Or in Manderville, I could just do some more story. In Mander Mine. I do have that side quest too to keep doing more BCRL agencies quests, the eviction
皆
ones.
様、まもなくマンド鉱山に到着です。マンド鉱山、マン
今日はうわ大歓迎だぜ。おお、お目が高いね。
We'll sell that here. I'll offload that C4. Alright, not bad.
よっしゃ、その分は車掌さんへの投資ってことにしよう。残念だけどよ、オラはこの価格でしか買い取れねえよ。オラのつけた価格は決して車掌さんに損をさせないぜ。先に言っておくが、王道
Price is down
セー
here.
ルの日だぞ。チャンスを逃さないようにな。
Course Commander toolboxes are going to be up. Okay. Let's talk to Livia. Thanks for the hard work, Livia. Haven't I already properly rested these few days? Ever since we came back from Wonderland? If it weren't because I forced you to, based on your tendency, you probably would have lost track of time while working again. That's why these parts aren't voice acted. My physical exam report is out. Relax, the conductor's fine. All indicators are normal. No, to be safe, it's supposed to get a more professional and comprehensive checkup. They agree. Seeing the name flash on the screen, you answer the call without a second thought. Chizuru? Where are you? Have I made her mind? Something wrong? A long silence ensues from the communicator. Chizuru? Hi. I don't know if this is the right thing to do, but I don't wish to only regret the things I've done after everything is over again. Okay. I just got word that a part of what occurred on Phil Ridge has been divulged and exaggerated by an unknown person. Now, some residents of Shiloh City have become panicked. The higher-ups of the BCRL are currently holding an emergency meeting. A sense of foreboding comes over you. Although you sort of figured out the reason, you can't help but hold on to hope and clarify. Which part was divulged? The part about swarms of chaos remains charging toward Phil Ridge, and you're using that unknown weapon to eliminate all of them. So I might be subpoenaed by the BCRL on suspicion of possessing dangerous goods? You don't sound surprised. I saw it coming. In fact, it's more surprising that it took this long for someone to sensationalize it. But who would be the one making use of this matter? I doubt it's Jose. I've already used the item that he wanted most. When we first got to Mander Mine, he had told us through Mr. Peter that he would drop the matter. Choose would never do anything that harms me. Then just why exactly? Leahvana, are you okay? Huh? Sorry, I zoned out for a bit. What were you saying? I'm not sure if I should be worried or relieved that you can still zone out at such a juncture. I was saying, you only got half of it right. As the timeline coincidentally matched up with when Shayla City's reality stabilizer malfunctioned, plus the intel given by the anonymous whistleblower, you're not only suspected of illegally possessing dangerous goods, but also intentionally destroying the reality stabilizer. Wait, what? What do it have anything to do with Shiloh City's reality stabilizer? Despite a voice within you, it's doing its best to persuade you not to freak out. This daunting thought keeps becoming clearer, making your heart sink into your stomach. The fact is, Shiloh City's reality stabilizer only malfunctioned after your arrival. Since the billiard ball that Rebus gave you has such astonishing power that can wipe out countless chaos remains, it isn't far-fetched to think that it could have affected the reality stabilizer. That terrifying thought involuntarily makes your heart pound. Leahvana? Sucks in a deep breath. Pull yourself together, Leahvana. Her abruptly raised voice and slightly stern tone instantly calmed your nerves. Listen up. The BCRL higher-ups are still in the meeting and haven't decided what to do with you. In other words, you still have time. If you can gather evidence to prove that you have nothing to do with what you're suspected of before the warrant of arrest is officially issued, I reckon they won't be able to do anything to you in the end. But this is something you have to do on your own. I truly can't help you with anything. I'm sorry, Leahvana. No, don't apologize. You've already been a big help in informing me about these. Hey, Kay! How you doing? You'll be held accountable for doing so, right? Trust you to still be worried about me. Frankly, your matter is yet to officially even enter the approval process. We don't have any job on hand either, so... cops. If they really come down hard on me, I'll at most have to write a report. That's a walk in the park for me. How you doing today, Kay? Alright, time is running out, so I'll end the call here. Take extra care. That's interesting. I'm doing pretty good. Shall I hear more Resonance Solstice? Done talking? It's so weird this part isn't voice acted. I'm not going to criticize you. After what we went through previously, I'm willing to believe that conductor too. I thought you'd definitely disapprove of what I did, seeing as you look so grave. You're right, I don't really approve of it, but I trust that you know not to cross the line. However, you also seem rather uneasy and at a loss, just like when you first became our captain. So as your partner, I thought that I should give you some encouragement. Don't tell me that in your eyes, I'm someone who will only castigate others. Of course not. I've always known you're really a gentle person, Gia. You don't have to call me by my childhood name to prove your point. But Julie, you've always only reprimanded me. Well, Dorothy, I'm just saying, there's a reason. You had the cheek to bring that up? Take a look at the things you've done. Despite watching her teammates interact spiritably as per normal, Shizuru is unable to relax at all. Who exactly is that person we met in Shagolith City? Is it really as she said? That she kindly offered me some suggestions? Fana, I hope my choice is right. What's up with you? Sorry. I have something to deal with. Be right back. Is Shizuru planning to go and help the conductor? Whoa, this is awesome. Just like a movie plot. How could Shizuru possibly neglect her duty? I was just kidding. So why is she going to the archives? Maybe she can find the answer she needs in there. Yeah, that's what happened. Huh? Well, hold on. This matter is way too bizarre no matter how you see it. There are way too many suspicious points, but the one that baffles me most is that billiard ball was a product made by the Citadel. This is something we told Miss Shizuru later on as well. Hence, even if the BCRL wants to hold someone accountable, they should first go to the Citadel and ask about that billiard ball, while we at most have to cooperate with the investigation. How can they simply charge you with the crime? Though not the greatest to handle such situations, Conductor. Are you saying that the BCRL fears the Citadel? Or like some people in the BCRL aren't pleased with the Citadel. This may not be explicitly said, but in reality, most people are aware of the slight competition between Source Citadel and Anita Tech. Meanwhile, the BCRL and Anita have always worked closely together, so their attitude is somewhat expected. Perhaps it's just like why we were targeted by Mayor Jose. It's not hard to understand why some BCRL people will react this way to an organization that has dangerous, cutting-edge technologies but refuses to share them with the world. The conductor is right, but this feels like a mess. Still, they can't just come after us because of this. Weren't we initially the people whom they commended? If they really want to pursue the matter of the billiard ball, we can gladly cooperate with their investigation. I guess not everyone in BCRL is in agreement. Just like what happened with Galena and Daria, Shizuru's superior made the tougher call. It's understandable that they have differences in the way they operate. But even if this is supposedly a tougher call, charges of the crime is simply way too ludicrous. Hold on. Does this mean that this matter is also related to those two girls? I mean, because the twins were supposed to be handed to the BCRL, but the Citadel took them instead? What Shizuru told me was that it was a decision agreed on by the Anita, the Citadel, and the BCRL. Wait a minute. I'm suddenly feeling like we can't rule out this possibility. Why's that, friend? Conductor, Livia, you two must have learned about the history of the BCRL's establishment while in school, correct? Yes. How is this relevant to the history of the BCRL's establishment? Not really relevant, but you guys probably know that BCRL was only founded. Darn it. The chaos caused a morphic moonness and it shook the Earth Union's reign. BCRL's predecessor was the Railway Protection Army that the Earth Union belonged to. You're right. Thus, other than new generation soldiers like Miss Shizuru, the BCRL is also comprised of a good number of people who used to serve the Earth Union. Oh, here come the politics. At the beginning of the BCRL's establishment, the BCRL took in tons of talent from society in order to quickly earn the favor of the people, which left behind some problematic issues. You guys may not be familiar with this since you weren't in the military, but when I was still enlisted, I could still sense some of the internal discord. Of those people who joined the BCRL back then, a small group of them gradually straying away from the way the BCRL operates, but they still presently hold a certain degree of authority in the organization. So you're thinking that it could be the small group of people who acted on their own initiative to resort to extreme means against the Citadel, and we are merely implicated in this conflict because of their interference? It's just my conjecture based on my personal experience. After all, the commendations and appreciations that the BCRL gave us weren't fake. It's weird that they've suddenly changed their stance now. According to Shizuru, they're only discussing what to do with us now and have yet to come to a decision. So there's no need for us to panic at the moment. The BCRL is an organization we can rely on, not our enemy. There's indeed no time for us to mope around anymore. We need to get moving. Nothing matters more than obtaining proof. Agreed. Even if we ourselves know nothing about that billiard ball, never mind others, who knows what it could really be. But this could also be our last wiggle room. Nobody can convict us of anything without any conclusive evidence. I mean, that's a bit idealistic, but yeah, in spirit. So long as you obtain sufficient proof to disprove the charges of illegally possessing dangerous goods and intentionally destroying the reality stabilizer, before the BCRL officially orders a warrant of arrest for us, we won't have to worry that much. Even I can't convince myself that the billiard ball wasn't a dangerous item. Doctor, don't lose hope. If it only worked on Chaos Remains, plus under circumstances that we only use it in self-defense, what I mean is, it's precisely because something cropped up in Shagov City that this is getting so much attention. If they truly launch an investigation, Mayor Jose might not speak up for us. If so... Right, but if you think about it, even though someone willingly gifted us the billiard ball, we had no idea what it was until we used it. We did create substantial consequences, albeit it was to eliminate Chaos Remains. The BCRL can hold us responsible if they want to. This way, it will be difficult to clear an illegal possession of dangerous goods charge, but even if we were really convicted, the sentencing wouldn't be too harsh, right? The priority now is the other charge. Intentionally destroying the reality stabilizer is a much more severe crime in comparison, but there's not any evidence that can directly prove us guilty. So, we need to first prove that we have nothing to do with the reality stabilizer's malfunction. We have to go to Source Citadel, right? With our present situation, it'll take too long to get to the Citadel's bases and Synononic or Cape City. I have an idea. If there's anyone that can rival the Citadel in scientific research and tech, it has to be Anita. We have had a couple of interactions with Anita's staff. You're talking about Yura and that extremely vain, Akira? Indeed, we seem to keep running into them. And if we could get Anita to issue proof for us, it's unlikely anyone in the BCRO will doubt the credibility since Anita is their business partner. That's right, and Miss Yura and Mr. Akira didn't give us any of their contact information. Someone who could get in touch with Anita's staff with no problem. Miss Nifa of the Unknown Object Laboratory at the Wilderness Station. Moreover, she seems to be an expert in the research of Chaos Remains. Maybe she could analyze the Black Gate billiard ball that can eliminate Chaos Remains on a larger scale. Then, shall we head to the Wilderness Station now? When we tried it previously, Nifa revealed that she might not always be in the Research Institute. Sometimes she goes out for field studies too. Let's try reaching her via communicator first. Why can't I reach her? She's not answering? Could she be busy with something? I'll try again. Looks like it's gonna be another missed call. Call connecting. It's you. She's suddenly picking up. Miss Eva, is this a good time to talk? Sure. Earlier I was just mentally preparing myself to answer the phone. But I picked up once I saw it was you calling. Do you need something? I have something to ask you, Miss Anifa. It's regarding the weapon I used to deal with the swarm of Chaos Remains while on the field ridge. I remember that. Based on its style, it somewhat resembles the products of the Citadel. You're amazing. You got that right immediately. Actually, I just wanted to figure out its how should I put it, function. For instance, other than using against chaos remains, does it affect any other thing? But you've already used that weapon, right? Yes. I'm interested in it, but without a sample, the Still in Construction Unknown Object Laboratory won't be able to help you. However, you can go to Freeport 7. Per the performance of that weapon and the information I've gotten, rather than calling it a weapon, it's more akin to a scaled-down, highly concentrated power source. There are experts who specialize in this field in the Anita's Research Institute in Freeport 7. Since you signed a contract with the laboratory, you are pretty much a partner of Anita now. It won't be hard to get approval into the Institute. Wow, she speaks so much more fluently when it comes to matters of research. I also have statistical information on when you use that Citadel product. It was given by the 2 gardeners who appeared on filters as well. I'll send it to you later. My mentor should be able to tell you more. Thanks a lot, Miss Anifa. It's nothing much. Don't sound so thrilled. It's weird. I'm hanging up. Awkward. How'd it go, conductor? Miss Anifa said the Unknown Object Laboratory doesn't have all the necessary equipment yet, so she can't help us. But she suggested that we head to Freeport 7, and she's going to send us the statistical information of that billiard ball when used. Wonderful. Come to think of it, all these things that the Eternal have encountered all have relations to Freeport 7. Freeport 7 is one of the cities in the entire Western continent that's most closely related to Anita. I'm guessing Miss Anifa wants us to seek help from the Metaphysical Particles Institute there. It's said that the researchers in the Metaphysical Particles Institute are all exceedingly remarkable, even when compared to those in Anita. It's even led by someone who mentors others. Someone who mentors others? Doesn't that mean they were already working in Anita while bonfire cities were being built? That is to say, there's a highly dependable person in Freeport 7 who can help us. Guess that's a silver lining. Conductor, where's our next destination? Let's head to Freeport 7. Okay, so that's done. Ooh, reputation rank up, heck yeah. Goods in stock plus 10%, bargain privilege. Alright, unlocks bounty. Bargain privilege, lower price attempts plus 1. Got some more chaos stones. And the next rank, I get a pull, chaos stones, a pull, chaos stones, city metal, and a pull. Alright. Oh, dang. Well, it's only at the end. Treasure gun. Using discard action, retrieves a card from discard pile to your hand. Cool. Yes, I have.
休日ですか？最近ですと。
Okay. So at this point, we're ready to go to Shaglow City first, and we're going to stock up on some black tea and then go sell that on our way to Freeport. Ram 'em. Give me all that lost cargo. I trained so far. And here we are. Hit the horn. Where's my fatigue at? Alright, lower the fatigue a bit. Alright, this is a city. Oh, let's get some food. Let's get some food for people. Team set. Grab a bucket of chicken. Acceleration and braking performance improved by 47% for 30 minutes. Alright, let's see what we can sell.
車掌さんって本当に運がいいよな。他の店でも僕の提示した価格で売れるとは限らないぜ。しっかり考えとけよ。
Alright, sell those. Oh, heck yeah. That's going to drop the capacity down.
Ma, 品質はめちゃくちゃいいからな。取引成功だ。またいいものが十分顔は立ててやってるさ。
Going to get some good profit out of that.
誰が楽しい取引だった。また必要があればいつでも声をかけてくれ。
Like it. Leahvana's profit surpasses 95% of conductors. Dang right. Give me that money.
どれもえりすぐりの一品だぞ。限定販売だからお見逃しなく。
As far as the event we're going on right now, this Black Tea Story event, is that, yeah, the price is down a lot, so you can stock up on it.
超特価出血大サービスだ。見逃さないようにな。
We go slang it around. Alright, so I'm full now. Let's we can lower this down so we can increase our profits.
参ったな。
Oh, beautiful.
今回は
Let's
僕たち
go.
の長い付き合いに免じて。
Alright, 15.
おい
I'm fine with that.
値切るにも程があるだろう。この値段じゃこっちはおまんまの食い上げだ。毎度あり。補充したらまた来てな。
That was pretty good. Alright, now we're going to head over to Freeport.
この列車は CBCRR23 フリーポートナンバー7行きです。
Nice. top of the leaderboard for my friends list. Interesting building over there. I'm sure I'll find out what it is at some point. I like how we pass other players. That's right here on the tracks. Ooh, visit the mentor. Ooh, the gear box. 20% chance for SSR gear, 30% for SR, and 50% for rare. Let's do that. Right? SSR everything. Oh, we meet Stella. Okay. Everyone was there before. Hey, where you guys headed to? Don't tell me it's a metaphysical particle institute. Alright, before we do that, we're gonna go here.
今日はのすこれはなかなかいいものだな。ちょっと見直したぜ。
Not bad. Now let's add the T to it. Oh, look at that.
はなかなかいい気分だから多少譲ってやるよ。俺が簡単に金を出すと思ったらそうはいかないぜ。
Alright, let's do it.
正直俺の予想よりは良かったよ。
Love it.
これならこの先も君と商売が続けられそうだ。
That gross profit, 299,203, surpassing 96% of conductors. Making the big sale. Which also means I think I made the achievement. Let me see. Yes! 250,000 single profit. Give me that card, thank you. That's not open yet, okay. Alright, store exchange. I have 4 pulls left. Alright, so I need to earn some more so I can go and get the last one. That's the individual stage. Okay, I just need to keep selling. Alright. What about the server-wide? Okay, cool. We're making good progress as a server. We're at 79 million. We're pushing towards 90 million. Right, have a look at this. Okay, 6 pools. Stella, you're the mentor here? Not the mentor. It won't be long till I reach that standard. You're a lot here for the mentor, huh? Leahvana happens to have gone out for an errand and is in Freeport. I'm here to visit him too, but he's not around. Anyway, I'm mainly here to borrow some equipment. So it's not totally a trip in vain. Again? Oh, you're good at catching the crux of the matter. We were previously met in Shagalith. Well, to be precise, it was near Shagalith. I should say I'm the one who saw you lot. You were taken aback. With that giant chaos remain around you, you truly do anticipate that anyone on that stretch of road would survive besides your crew. Otherwise, who do you think dealt that huge whale in the end? Although your people's standards are so-so too, that thing wasn't at a level that could be simply defeated with that degree of attack. I was the one who sent it away with directional anchoring. If that's the case, then you are a savior, Miss Stella. Curiosity? Manula, that you encountered back then. Ah, that's the name of that whale. You probably noticed that it suddenly went off course and came towards you, correct? That's right. Our train was the only vehicle on a railway, so it might be coincidence. Even coincidences have laws of behavior, just like how the fruit of a tree drops onto your head because of gravitational force. There must be a reason why the Inamula was attracted to your train. I'd like to figure out the secrets behind this, and if I do succeed, it's not exactly a bad thing for your crew either. True. Frankly, I'm sick of feeling like I'm always being implicated in all sorts of troubles but know nothing of what's going on. Has you reached an agreement? Go on, tell me everything from the beginning. Just in case, you meant the part about someone divulging information, how the BCRL might arrest you soon. All you let on is your puzzlement about the billiard ball. Have you thought of something? I was kind of thrilled to find out there are so many interesting things about you lot. It's the same feeling as when a researcher discovers a precious material. You familiar with that? Not really, but my hair stood on end when you laughed. Because they're great courtesy. This is experimental data that the conductor mentioned just now. Please take a look. You're quite a quick-witted assistant, aren't you? Let me see. Can't you really understand those illegible hieroglyphics? That's the business of intellectuals, not yours. I see. This really becoming more interesting. To explain this from the beginning. Stella, we won't understand that kind of detailed theory anyway. How about you tell us the conclusion? Right. It's too much to expect regular people to be on the same wavelength as geniuses. At the moment, this data has only presented one conclusion. That's that this thing you call a billiard ball is essentially a power source that will only be effective against the morphic field of chaos remains. It's harmless to humans. Thank goodness. It is also possible to prove that it can't really affect reality stabilizers. Sorry about this, I can't give you a definitive answer yet. How come? Can you just say that's the only effective against chaos remains? The primary function of your reality stabilizer is to protect us humans and prevent morphic field pollution from harming living areas. This is understood, yes? Yes. I know that. The reality stabilizer mainly works by emitting enhanced morphic field of humans in order to suppress morphic field pollution. A textbook answer, you're absolutely right. But that is purely a concise version for the easy comprehension of the public. In actuality, the reality stabilizers are far more intricate and complex than the people are aware of. This is all why at the beginning of the Bonfire project there were so many mishaps concerning reality stabilizers. And with relatively tragic outcomes, no less. For instance, the Freeport 7 that we're currently in. So the BCRL was particularly harsh when writing the laws regarding reality stabilizers. Correct. I remember that the lightest sentence regarding this is a fine of 50 million BCRL coins on top of 3 years and 7 months in prison. And that was the outcome that the lawyer fought tooth and nail for. That was what gained that lawyer fame overnight, earning a reputation in the legal sector. I didn't know it was that serious. How can that be considered light? 50 million, 3 years and 7 months? And this is already a particularly lenient outcome. Conductor, you gotta hold on. Don't faint on us. Goodness, you're as wise as it goes. I'm fine. Stella, please carry on. Alright. If your suit's not feeling well, just say so. All in all, the reality stabilizer doesn't simply emit humans' morphic field. It may be a primary function. When a stabilizer is in operation, various other morphic fields are drawn into the mix too. When the reality stabilizer was first developed, the only thing it could do was emit humans' morphic field. Such a head-to-head method can easily cause the device to break down when faced against another type of powerful morphic field. After many years of technological advancements, the present reality stabilizer will use an extremely minuscule amount of power to simulate another type of special morphic field while in operation. So that's how it works. This is my first time hearing about this. Why do you feel like this is suddenly turned into a mini lecture? Olivia is that diligent studious student, whereas the rest of us just want to get out of class. Meanwhile, the conductor's soul has already left the body. That's probably gone to 3 years and 7 months later. Fran, you're actually not scolding me for bullshitting? This feels strange. I don't fully understand either. No wonder. This is a kind of purely man-made simulated morphic field that exclusively belongs to the reality stabilizer. It won't harm humans, but it can help the stabilizer work more compatibly with other morphic fields and unique environments, thereby extending the stabilizer's lifespan and increasing stability. However, A part of the Mohawk Field's resonance data is somewhat similar to Chaos Remains, so I can't guarantee that your billiard ball wouldn't affect reality stabilizers. That's because based on this document, the power that the billiard ball contains has already reached an inconceivable level. This I understand. That's to say, we still aren't clear of suspicions. 50 million will leave our pockets at any time, and we're approaching 3 years and 7 months really soon. I must have called you out for your complacency earlier, huh? Can't you just keep your mouth shut? Fran pounds her fist in Elliot's head. Ow, that bloody hurts. I will need more experimental data in order to verify this. Other than that, there's also another aspect that draw my attention. What is this aspect? Things connected to the billiard ball. It has something to do with you guys itself. Anyway, just cooperate with my data collection for now. What do I need to do? I need data samples of you guys while in combat against Chaos Remains. Do you have the BCRL Agency Security Cooperation Certificate? If so, we'll go to the BCRL Agency right away and look for Chaos Remains Commission. As long as we give them a heads up, I'll be able to set up my instruments more easily, while doing the people a favor at the same time. Okay. Kind of annoying that, well, disappointing that this isn't voice acted, or maybe it's a bug. It's like everything else has been voice acted. Now we'll use this ultimate. Yeah, that should be it. I'm gonna try something real quick. First, let me look at my settings. I'm gonna restart the game real quick. Just to see if anything happens. Alright, let's collect some more data.
んなところで止まってらんないのよ。魂の歌を。
酔い好きに近寄らせない。遅い。取った。
Salesman demon thoughts. Alright, so we collected data. Are we supposed to look into the billiard ball? What's our purpose of making this fight here? Sorry for the wait. Stella signals for the researchers she invited along to pack up the instruments while she walks over. This is a pseudo place for talk. Let's head back for now. Okay. Conductor? I'll just cut to the chase and not waste your time. The function of the billiard ball that you guys use is highly likely not eliminating chaos remains, but amplifying the morphic field of chaos remains. But for some reason, when the conductor used it, it somehow turned into a lethal weapon against chaos remains. Amplifying? Yes, I'd already spotted a few positive indicators on that data record previously. Manufacturing weapons that target chaos remains is a forte of Anita after all. Hence, I dare guarantee that it was not supposed to be a weapon that could wipe out chaos remains. To further verify that, I used the data samples and those instruments set up around the battlefield to simulate some morphic fields. My intent was to see what would happen when it's used against chaos remains, ordinary humans and ascenders simultaneously. However, due to insufficient samples and the limitation of my personal knowledge, I couldn't get a precise result. This is all I have to give you. I basically say this, but this is my limitation as a researcher. My apologies. No, don't say that. You've done so much for us, Miss Stella. We're already incredibly grateful for that. Though in a sense, this has made the mystery even more unfathomable. Not all hope is lost though. If you go to the nearest Anita Observatory... Oh, there is Nicola. Wait, that's... the new banner character! Boobs McBooba. Who are you?
文句なしのトップはやっぱり格別な響きね。この調子でどんどん出世していってやるわ。
Still trying to pull for her. I'm gonna need her to come on home to my account soon. That this is? Yeah, it's intimidating. Gosh, Nicola, I can't believe you're actually about to ignore us and walk off. I don't remember you guys. I'm going to look for what's his name. Jesus, probably yours hasn't got better at all. It's me, Stella. Chaos Stone Alloy Materials Service Chemical Conversion Techs Research Progress and its application in the trade sector. I seem to have heard a totally vague foreign language. What was that? An Empire spell? Of course not. Ah, I remember now. Do you need something? Do you have any interest in a scaled-down power source that can amplify the morphic field of chaos remains? Where's the thing? Is that a yes, but last has been used up. On top of that, when it was used, it not only failed to amplify, but even directly killed off tons of chaos remains. Where did that happen? Is there still Revenergy remnant at the venue? Do you record the data? Marvelous rapid-fire questions. Clearly, you are quite interested in this. We deserve credit for being able to continue the conversation too. Hey, don't underestimate me. Hyping up the crowd and livening up the mood are my strong suits. This conductor is the one who possessed that power source I talked about. You can ask the conductor anything you want. Alright, so we'll be talking to her. Hello, Miss Nicola. Nice to meet you. Oh, it's you. Save it. I always forget names anyway. Why did she only just notice our existence? Chaos Stone Ally. Stella says you possessed it, which means you weren't the one who created it. Where did you get it from? Someone from the Citadel gave it to me as a payment for a transportation job. Citadel, huh? It sure does fit their style. We too would like to figure out the secrets of that billiard ball, which is that power source, which is why we came to seek help from Miss Stella. but because of conditional limitations, we haven't gotten a definite answer yet. You need my help to research it. I'm more than glad to. Fantastic. Miss Douglas seems like a very agreeable person. You were the one who used a sample, so I had to collect the materials from you. You don't mind whatever I do, since this is a rare experimental material, right? We can put to use the organism skinning machine that our institute has placed on trial. Please stop joking, Miss Nicola. An experiment like that would not be approved. Please do not say such things. Whether or not experiment can be approved is up to me. Stella, are you handling this material to me? If you're willing to. I've turned from a possessor to a material. Stella, can this Nicola really be trusted? Even have to admit that Nicola's talent is impeccable. She's presently the acting director of the Anita Energy Institute. I believe there's no better person than her who can solve your problem now that Prof is out. So she's grown interested in your matter, she can definitely get to the bottom of it. But there is a risk of having to pay a huge price. Price? Do your best to please her, and if you're lucky, you won't have to worry about the price. That's the advice everyone is given, but to date, I haven't heard of anyone actually accomplishing that part. At present, your situation is of topmost priority. If the BCRL starts making a move, things will become tricky. How did you know? Despite you not admitting that, with my intelligence, I could already tell the possible outcomes caused by that billiard ball to what we've uncovered so far. Sorry. No, it's fine. There's no one to be skeptical of others. Just keep in mind that I totally see through your thoughts, conductor. Hey. Since you're so worried about the BCRL, why don't you just submit a request to them to have you detained as my material? I'm sure they won't turn me down. Even though I don't normally care about my position, it doesn't hurt to make use of it when it's for the better for the research. That won't do. I don't wish to get into trouble with the BCRL either, but it's best not to use such a circumvention. It's just a joke anyway, right? The obstinance of ignorant people can't be changed even by out-of-this-world geniuses. I can be bothered to convince you. Believe whatever you want. It should really be just a joke, right? The BCRL's application process is tedious and lengthy, completely inefficient. By the time it's approved, I would have long begun my next project. I typically just take whatever I need and deal with the rest after. They have never complained about it to me. So I've never complained about it to you because the rest of us and Anita have been taking care of your mess for you. Is that so? Can this Nicola truly be trusted? Not sure, but right now, she's the only person we can turn to anyway. To get results, one is willing to face risks. This is the motto we gardeners abide by. I saw you people in action in Sugarless City and thought you weren't half bad, so you should be honored to have directed you down this path. If you don't worry, if anything really happens, I'll absolutely protect you, conductor. Fred and Elliot will too, yes? That's our job to begin with. Of course. Why do I feel like Olivia looks especially enthusiastic? That Miss Nicola does feel untrustworthy after all. If it weren't because we're out of options, I don't agree to have anything to do with her either. If possible, I'll have to trouble you to do that for us, Miss Nicola. They said you're a conductor, huh? Let's board your train now then. Train? What does this have to do with my train? Nothing. I have to go to the CDCA Bureau. There's already on my agenda for the day. They'll resolve your issue at the same time, too. As a thank you for my assistance, give me a ride is an extremely reasonable request. That goes without saying. Let's go to the station then. Until Nicola doesn't want to waste a single second more. She strides out at once, leaving her crew with the sight of her decisive back view. Ah, well, much thanks, Miss Stella. You're welcome. I wouldn't have casually handed you over to others if I could either. Sadly, my hands are tied. All the best to you, conductor. This is the passenger car. Make yourself at home, Miss Stella. Falls provide Miss Anifa and Miss Stella have been placed here as well. Welcome to the Eternal. I am Box, Bionic Operator X, that serves as a train regulation assistance. Why are you being so honest? Am I hallucinating? Nonsense, like how you're the ruler of the train, the world's brain, and how mortals are inadequate. That's Box. I also felt how to switch up my style ever since I laid eyes on this lady. Morley got scared and dared not toot your own horn. The most used model in the present-day railway system. But this box seems different from other boxes. Did you get a specially customized voice? Never mind. Now, there's something that's more worthy of my time to look into. Alright, so there's nothing else to do here. I might as well do another mission. But we can do that. Alright, move on to the last part. Throw this out now. That should finish them off. Yep. That was just one. Okay, let's do one more so we can get the next reward.
めんどくさいけど仕事だから仕方ない。さっさと終わらせよう。ロイズの敵は私の敵だ。心配しなくてもいい。僕が君の盾になる。
Yeah. Hit him with the shield bash. And the electric ball. Awesome. That's another pull. What, 7 or 8? 7. Next temple, hopefully I get that today. I should be able to get it today. Then I'll pull it right here. Maybe I'll get lucky and finally get Nicola. Add her to the account. Because for now, I'm probably going to stick her right here as the 5th. Yeah, this will be a fun team. Yeah, when I get to an in-between point with the story, I'm probably going to go do another tea run. Sling some more black tea. But do I not have a ram anymore? Oh, this is a story, that's why. Miss Nicola, verbally let us know if this arrangement isn't up to your standard. We'll do our best to accommodate you. Again, still jarring that this part isn't voice acted when everything leading up to here was. Again, I don't know if it's a bug or if this is intentional or what. It's fine. Oh, okay. Then please get our attention if you need anything. How did it go? Try your verse but she's not keen at all. She's not quite the same as Mr. Peter. It's like an alien? Not to that extent. Urban legends that claim some chaos remains can disguise as humans, and another saying that the population density chaos remains has long surpassed what we imagine. As this type of chaos remains is capable of altering our cognitive abilities. Even if it stands before us, it will still be non-existent to humans. She's focusing on the documents. Why are you people hiding so sneakily here? Hmm? Keeping watch on her is also our job. Come here. As expected. It wasn't that easy to converse with Miss Nicola. But why did she want to go to the CDCA Bureau? It is said that the CDCA Bureau was a sanctuary built by Anita before the implementation of the Bonfire Project. Afterwards, it was revamped into a bonfire city, so Anita's influence is much greater in this city than in Freeport 7. I see. It is no surprise that Nicola has things to do there. I think the city is underground, and its resort is well known. Resort, huh? If only we're here for a vacation, you must want a break too, right, Livia? Not at all, it's just that all these ups and downs have been hard on everyone. Once the problems are settled, let's go to places like Cape City or Growing City for a proper holiday. Elliot would definitely be over the moon to hear this. What about you? Oh, of course I'm happy to. This train... Why is she suddenly talking? How would I know? Somewhat helplessly, Fran takes a few steps closer to Nicola's seat and clears her throat. Is there something wrong about the Eternal? How well does it drive? Well, conductor is the one who knows that best. I'm simply a guard crew member, so it's not my expertise. But from my personal experience, I think it's pretty good. This is most days the conductor's trustworthy driving skills, though. I see. So as Nicola isn't showing signs of continuing conversation, Fran has no choice but to return to her original spot in silence. What exactly is she trying to say? No clue. Didn't the conductor once say the Eternal's core tech was developed by Anita? Maybe she's gathering feedback. Those gardeners that we met, Kira, Akita, and Nifa, are all more eccentric than the other, but this Nicola totally trumps all three of them. Lower your voice. It's indeed my first time coming across someone who doesn't want to talk, though. Perhaps because she doesn't even care about us at all. That's possible. She seemed pretty aloof toward Miss Stella as well. Hold up, what's that in front? Conductor, there are hostile enemies up ahead. Alright, let's go beat up these Chaos Remains.
到着するまで待っていて。ノイズの敵は私の敵だ。
魂の歌を。みんな無事でよかった。ええ、あなたのおかげです。ありがとう。この列車は CBCRR23 クラリティデータセンター行きです。
Thank goodness it wasn't anything too troublesome. I don't think he can handle another of that giant whale. Our train crew can never suffer any more setbacks. Back to Nicola. Well, at least Elliot managed to crack some jokes. If she didn't, our morale would only be even lower. Guess that's the only thing she's useful for. Yes, actually, what's Thursday doing? She vanished. Contact the BCRL? It's about to cut the conductor open or kidnap Box? She's actually gaming. Huh? Hey, she's a gamer. Gamer's gonna game. This may be a good thing. The New Northern Alliance. So this is a new group. Artis hasn't been defunct for decades. I heard while in the armed forces that some of the remnants have fled to this area. Can't believe they're so audacious. Let's just get rid of them all. We're short on time. Gotcha. Level 26.
出発します。
相手は鳥よりもでかいし、どんくさい。
魂の歌を。みんな無事でよかった。ええ、あなたのおかげです。ありがとう。この列車は CBCRR23 クラリティデータセンター行きです。
What now? More of them? Alright. We're reaching the bureau. Since the show's supposed to be my payment to her, I better go inform Miss Nicola about it myself. The deadpan Nicola is seated in a carriage, her fingers rapidly working the joystick and buttons of the gaming console to make the virtual character on the screen move agilely. Probably not to disturb her while she games. I'll just let her know to go. Miss Nicola, we are about to arrive at the CDCA bureau shortly. You can start getting ready to disembark if you wish. I'll get going for now. Come here. Huh? Before you can process what's happening, your arm is roughly tugged by an unexpectedly strong force, causing you to lose your footing. With that, you are enveloped in the extremely unfamiliar warmth of a stranger's arms. Okay. What the heck is this? Really? Oh, that's hilarious. I had to screenshot that. Quiet. If not, I'll have to find something to shut you up. May I ask what this is about? I'm thinking. Almost at my limit. What limit? She doesn't answer, instead continues playing her game, as if she totally doesn't realize how bizarre her actions are. Is it better if I just stay still for now? This Nicola is really amazing at gaming though. Her technique can be said to be flawless, and her character hasn't made a single mistake yet. Nicola's fingers stop working, as the game character has won the challenge and has posed victoriously. Then the special effects of stage completion occupy the entire screen. Oh, she won. Hey, without warning, she rubs your hair and face frenziedly a couple times. Although it doesn't hurt, you're incredibly astounded. Conductor, what happened? Couldn't say you, what's going on here? Hell, sharply. Alright, you may go. Why do you look so dazed? Don't tell me you're still relishing the moment. What in the world? I don't know either. Stickler, if you have any dissatisfaction about our train crew, please let us know instead of being mean to our conductor like that. I wasn't being mean. Plus Troy makes me feel more relaxed when I'm thinking. But I didn't get to bring one since his trip was so last minute, hence I decided for a temporary substitute. Then you happen to show up. Oh, I see. You seriously scared me half to death. I felt worse than I expected, but I guess it will suffice. I'm just a human after all. Oh, this is still too out of blue. If you can let us know in advance, we can try to accommodate your request. You want to let Dido be the substitute? Herc will kill us. Glad you know. Plush toys, video games, something feels off, but surprisingly, these are all harmless hobbies. Hey, Ellie! Ellie, Tempest. Hello. How's it going? It would be best if you can give me a plush toy. Why aren't you people pressed for time? I can make do with a substitute. Am I supposed to be saying thanks? Pretty good so far. I finally met Nicola, which is kind of interesting, how she comes into the story. And also, look at your messages. Because something that literally just happened. I literally just sent it to you. In Discord. Like, that scene literally just happened before you came in. What the hell? New Northern Alliance again? There's so many of them. Although I don't know why this part isn't voice acted. It needs to be voice acted, dang it. Like everything else.
良い好きの敵は私が殺す。
新しいルートを策定する。こんなところで止まってらんないのよ。
They got all those voice actors lined up for this. I want the voice acting. Yeah. I'm hoping it's just like a glitch or something they can patch out. Yet? Ah, I noticed. Never mind those chaos remains for now. Something feels amiss about these new Northern Alliance remnants. I read that the new Northern Alliance attempted to withdraw from Earth Union to let the Northern Alliance return to being an independent country. They do not abide by the current system led by the BCRL. Their weapons and equipment all reflect the style of the Northern Alliance. It's clear that they're nothing like ordinary MOBs and gangsters. Even many of their techniques are those passed down from the Northern Alliance era. Friend Elliot, you two sense something was amiss when taking them on? That religion, something felt out of place. Logically speaking, even though the Northern Alliance people do not comply with BCRL's management, they don't usually make such high-profile moves so often either. They can barely even survive nowadays. Going head-on against the BCRL doesn't seem wise. On top of that, it seemed like they'd long laid down these ambushes when they attacked us, no matter if it was the opportunity or location. Still, their means of attack were much more conservative than that girl with the goose. If it were the BCRL, I can see why they don't want to ambush us. What motive does the Northern Alliance peeps have? God knows. Maybe they happen to be running low on supplies lately and thus intend to rob a train. We're just unlucky to bump into them. We really have been down on our luck anyway. I guess the silver lining that they weren't that difficult to deal with. Nor were there too many of them. The CDC Bureau is right ahead. The real challenge may be awaiting us there instead. Yeah. I've also been slanging some tea. Once I get to, I guess, like in between point on this latest story arc, I'm gonna go another tea slam run. I did get the achievement too for 250,000 single profit. So I've got all those achievements now. For the black tea. We're also now unlocking another place to go to, so that's awesome. All about that tea gang. They actually gave you the
大事なこ
portrait
とは忘れていません。失った記憶を取り戻す旅も
about
素
that
敵
tea
な経
life.
験ですし、悲しいことばか
On
りじゃ
that
あ
tea
りません
hustle.
よ。
Slinging that black tea from city to city.
今回お持ちいただいた
Alright, let's
珍
see what am I
しい品
selling
物を
here.
見せていた車掌殿は
Capacity's still
本当
low.
に
I
商売に
like
差が
that.
ございますね。
I don't think it'll be too much I could offload here. We'll do what we can. Gotta save the brass still. Okay. Still got a few things. Yeah, let's see what we can get profit-wise.
あなたは本当に口がお上手ですね。そのご提案でしたら、高値
Alright,
高
we
い
got two off of
本
that.
当に
I'll
申し
take
訳
it.
ございませんが、ご安心ください。これらの商品は
Alright, so what are they selling?
ごゆっくりお選び
Speakers,
ください。
toy
車掌
trains.
殿。じっくり選ぶことも大事ですからね。
Right, the rest area is where Anita's at. There's the tea shop. Fashion, I need to check that out eventually. Take this. Nicola hands you a small box. You open to see a somewhat familiar looking instrument. Looks like a gaming console. Yeah, it reminds me of the flea alarm. What's up with VGen? This is something I randomly made a while ago. It has the similarities with the flea alarm that you guys use. Although it's been officially put into use, it has passed the 3rd round of testing. You can treat it as a type of measuring instrument. Take it and go to places as specified to measure the data, then simply come back with the results. I've done the basic calibration. As for the rest, you can follow the instructions on the box. Here, this is the CDCA Bureau's map. I marked the places you need to visit. Okay? Is this also an essential step needed to help me resolve my problem? Yes. You've already used the billiard ball, so I can only choose the CDCA Bureau since it's fairly up to standard in all aspects. I have to go elsewhere to handle some stuff as well. We'll reconvene on your train. I can't remember your faces. CBCRR23. That I've kept in mind. Understood. I'm off for now then. You lot should get moving too. Ah, gotcha. Yep, she wasted no time. First, there was no way to converse with her, be it when she spoke with us or Miss Stella. Maybe it's because the cogs are constantly spinning in Miss Nicola's mind. We weren't able to keep up with her thinking as easily as Miss Stella, so the things she said sounded slightly disjointed and indecipherable. But afterwards, she caught on that we had difficulties understanding her after she treated the conductor as a plush toy. The way she spoke about became much easier to comprehend. Not to mention, yeah, when that moment on, she spoke in detail, no matter if it was an explanation or instruction. I thought she didn't care about us. But if we think about it, she treats everybody the same way. She can't remember Miss Stella's face either. Now, I also don't think Miss Nicholas is a particularly terrifying person, just a little eccentric. I hope she's a trustworthy person too. But we gotta stop wasting time. Let's go complete the task she entrusted us with. Yeah, eventually, I'm gonna go on VGen and commission a couple of things. I have some artists lined up. The ones that I saw, like, they were more upfront about their commercial licensing policies and what it entails. So yeah, I'm gonna go to them. And the prices ain't bad, just have to save up a little bit. Alright, let's talk to Elliot. Everyone's in the city. No other streets as heavily patrolled as envisioned. Alright, let's get this evidence. Some just unorthodox costumes with matching and elaborated wigs, while some don shirts with a special logo, several of them even carrying photography equipment from head to toe. I think today's new video game launch of 10 rounds or something. Too bad Fran took the magazine away shortly after that. I didn't get to read it in detail. Okay, 10 Round Games, a globally recognized game developer with its headquarters located in CDCA Bureau. However, only its operational and publishing departments are based there, while the R&D department operates from an undisclosed location. So I need to check something real quick. Okay, that's odd. We discuss later. Oh, it's gonna simply move past it forever here? What game plan? Disguises. Nope, I mentioned the clothing store earlier, and that's where we're going. Alright, so it induces that mechanic. Alright, we're going to the clothing store. We do love fashion. Alright, let's look around. Okay, so this is where we go to, I guess, customize. Besides all the skins we've unlocked. Oh, so she designs the clothes. Wargi Yella. We're rich, so I think we could try one-on-one. Cosplay. Nice cosplay store as well. Tales of the End. The new launch 10 rounds has today is the big game based on Tales of the End. Because you lot don't look like villains, duh. Well, then can you disguise your original appearance? Yep, go hard or go home. Shizuru, you've been frowning for ages. Karen? Oh, you're finally willing to acknowledge me now? You're still worried about your childhood friend, huh? Don't worry too much, Shizuru. The conductor is a tough cookie. Nothing's gonna happen. Are you sure tough cookie is appropriate here? It's not that big of a deal. I was just about to say some consoling words to soothe my dear Chizuru. The warrant of arrest is still on hold for the time being, so there's indeed no need to worry too much. Leahvana's pretty lucky. But I hate it most when things are hanging in the balance. Everything feels so uncertain. It concerns you. It's interesting. And fitting for her personality. Those few higher-ups already have their hands full with the CDCA Bureau's current situation. Not don't have the time to deal with a mere conductor like Leahvana now. Basically, that conductor is just a mere scapegoat, so that they have someone to pinpoint all the blame on, correct? But still, it's all thanks to this emergency mobilization that I can reunite with Shizuru sooner. That medical corps training program was supposed to last until next month, right? Yeah, aren't you? I know Julian's memory is still terrific as ever. Hey Karen, don't you miss us at all? Of course I do, but it's different when it comes to Shizuru. Now, to Mattel's at full strength at last. Shizuru just ignored that completely. Sip it, will you? So why is the Northern Alliance suddenly active again? And Night James people have been acting up all of a sudden too. Fall days, the game company has to host a large-scale event today, swarming this place with defenseless civilians. Night Chains. Oh, okay, so we're getting introduced to the faction. That woman named Songbird spoke to me in Shigolith City as a member of Night Chains. Yes, because she was the first person we met from Night Chains. Okay, so these are all the Chaos Stones. Okay, these are with cash. Nice. Alright, kind of like that one. We just got headwear. Cute. Yeah, I'm gonna start bouncing around. Looking at some fashion now. Yeah, it is. I like the poses. Styling on them. All sorted. Alright, second spot. Even though switching careers isn't on my mind, I'll still want Livy as my assistant if I were to be a researcher. Talk to her. Alright, assessment done. Let's move on to the next place. Gotta send out this text real quick. There we go. Yep, of course I get some combat somewhere. I need to check my chaos stones after this too. I might have enough for a temple now. I could also just play a few more missions with the BCRL. A few more evictions and I'll have a temple for sure. More stuff. Alright, let's claim that. Songbird. We haven't seen her in a while. Today's probably gonna be a dumplings day. Some beef dumplings sound delicious. There are boundaries even when it comes to making trouble. Who said you could target these people? Oh, I've got a great new idea I need to work on sometime soon. For some ramen or udon or soba noodles. Yeah, I can't flush it out this week, but I don't know, maybe next week or sometime soon. I'll have to flush it out and then post it up in the Discord. Are you the conductor? My, I almost couldn't recognize you. You look like a wholly different person. Yes, you're changing my style a little. Suits you well. Yeah, so what is going on? Perceptive as always. Members on probation. Interesting. Yeah. Sorry for holding you up. Here's a little advice for you though. When you're trying to deal with the predicament you've gotten into, best not to trust that acting director too much. How did you know? Somber smiles, tapping her lips lightly with her index finger. How could you act like I was spot on, conductor? Aren't you basically telling me that I was right? This is why I worry. You're so trusting of others that you give away all your precious thoughts so easily. If that person were bad, wouldn't you be getting hurt? Gosh, what does it feel like you've mixed up the people of whom you should be wary of? Well, I guess it's my fault. You're already going through a lot right now. I bet you guys must be exhausted. I was just teasing you, conductor. It's my bad for doing it at such a bad time. What are you really trying to say? Alright, I won't be around the bush anymore. I can't bear to let the conductor continue to be overwrought either. Intel is, after one of the Night Chain's signature businesses. I simply heard about this from my colleagues. In that case, do you know who exactly was the one who spread the rumors in Shigala City? Sorry, I'm not from the intelligence department, plus I really didn't have the time. Alright, the data center is far from how joyous it looks now. Not only had the entry-level Night Chain's members lost control, but the remnants of the Northern Alliance have shown up too, likely to stir up havoc after learning about what's going on here. The BCRL is too busy putting out one after another fire right now to care about you, conductor. Though I truly didn't expect that you'd come to the CDCA Bureau. I'm not sure if you should consider yourself lucky or not. I see. I can't believe the situation in the data center is so grim now. No wonder we ran into the Northern Alliance remnants ambush on our way here. In their eyes, us train crews are on the same team as the BCRL. I was relieved to know that BCRL doesn't have time for us now. It's great news indeed. But we mustn't be complacent. Once the data center's issues are resolved, the BCRL will surely come after us. So Miss Songbird, may I ask why you said we shouldn't trust Miss Nicola? Well, I don't know how well you guys know that Nicola woman, so I'll just tell you the intel that Night Chains has. Miss Nicola is undoubtedly an incredibly gifted scientist who doesn't miss a trick. Doesn't miss a trick? I can understand describing a scientist as gifted, but is it a bit strange to say the latter? That's exactly what kind of person she is. The reason why Miss Nicola achieved so much so easily is that in order to reach her goal, she's fearless and will go as far to attempt methods that others are doubtful of or dare not even try. Although she's rarely capricious, Anita has been taking care of her mess behind the scenes to avoid bad publicity, as they can't bear to lose a talent like her. Fortunately, Miss Nicola's sole passion is research, so her excessively avid, rule-breaking behavior isn't that harmful to society. However, anything that gets in the way of her research will be mercilessly eradicated. Have you guys ever wondered, since she's the acting director of Anita Energy Institute, then where has the director gone to? Rumor has it that the original director of the Research Institute has already been missing for a long time. Moreover, before Miss Nicola took on this position, she used to be walked all over by her superior, so much so that her superior took credit for her work. If you guys have connections in Anita, you can try asking around about this, but it's not for certain that they will be willing to tell you about it. Considering your current circumstances, the most severe situation can involve life and death. It's better to entrust such significant matters to someone trustworthy, am I right? I do wish to keep helping you, conductor, but alas, I'm still on the job for Night Chains. I can let those who have lost control continue harming the civilians. It's okay. Thank you for telling me all this, Miss Songbird. Please be safe, conductor. I look forward to seeing you again. Oh, we got another picture. That's cute. Put that up in the cabin. So that we could just pretend she never said those things after all. That is true. I've already been deceived because of trusting others too easily before. Yeah, some caution is a good thing. The pro of the situation is that the BCRL is temporarily off our backs, but the con is that the chances of us encountering BCRL soldiers are way higher now. However, the same applies to Miss Nicola. Even if she's really that kind of person, she won't be able to do anything too out of line in the CDCA Bureau heavily guarded by the BCRL. Yeah. Alright, let's get back to her, see what's going on. Nicola takes the instrument and works on it quietly, viewing the data in it. This figure. Yeah, just let her think. Why are you suddenly extending your hand? Huh? Once again, your arm is tugged down by a somewhat familiar force. You immediately lose your balance. Here we go again. Ah, the silliness in this game is hilarious. Like, they go from like serious overtones for stuff, and then this. Oh, well, good luck, conductor. Let me verify something. Which one of you is an ascender? It's not you? Yes, Livia is the only ascender in our train crew. Then did that ascender touch the instrument earlier? No, I was the one who handled it all along. Have you recently received prolonged exposure to an environment with morphic field pollution? Yes or no? Yes. I didn't feel well at the time, but I got a standard physical examination after when it was cleared. Yeah, finally free. It's like, may I ask why you're asking a conductor about this? There's about something going on within the conductor that we haven't detected. But these things have forgotten to fuss about what Nicola did. If nothing abnormal was found in a standard examination, there's no need to worry, though medicine isn't my specialty either. If you're still concerned, you consult with the person who wrote the research on using chaos residues to reverse deep sleeper's morphic field. What's up, Stella? And somebody knows that the data you guys collected has slight anomalies, specifically these. She taps on several figures displayed on the instrument screen. Even if you pointed out to us, considering that it's virtually impossible for such a situation to happen in the CDCA Bureau, I can only determine that the issue lies in whoever used the instrument. Its stability has yet to reach the most ideal level. If the user is an ascender, there's a 1% chance that the user's morphic field may affect his accuracy. So that's why you tasked to do this and try to verify if I'm an ascender or not. I see you're quick on the uptake. But you aren't an ascender, and that ascender girl didn't touch the instrument either. Hence, I wonder if there's a possibility that you could be unknowingly transforming into an ascender after being exposed to a polluted environment lately. But since the examination result came out normal, this shouldn't be the cause then. With our current examination tag, it would have been detectable if you're truly in the process of becoming an ascender. Can I ask why it's virtually impossible for there to be data anomalies in the CDCA Bureau? Have you ever thought about why this place is called Clarity? the Clarity Data Center Administration Bureau? Does that have something to do with clarity? Yes, a standard is required to measure clarity. The CDCA Bureau is where the standard originated. The reason our request has come here is precisely because the CDCA Bureau differs from other bonfire cities. It doesn't rely on a reality stabilizer to maintain morphic field stability. Lots of people assume that bonfire cities can never exist without reality stabilizers. But as the CDCA Bureau is located underground, the way it resists morphic field pollution is similar to how a train does it. So it uses the morphic field stabilizer, conducting morphic resonance with the help of the enclosed environment to maintain entire bonfire city stability? Exactly. That's why this is the most appropriate place to test those interesting stories of yours, as the anti-morphic field pollution equipment here is stabler than any other bonfire city in the Western continent. Even though this unexpected minor issue cropped up, I dare say it's impossible that your billiard ball caused Shagla City's reality stabilizer to malfunction. For real? Doesn't matter if it's real or fake? What does that mean? You guys don't fully trust me either. Well, if you're a logical person, I will regard this behavior as you're trying to maintain a way to think for yourself. If you're an ignorant person, you're simply being intransigent. Do you plan on being that kind of idiotic person? Up to now, every research idea has turned out the same. After I complete all the various steps, my initial idea will always be proven or realized. Wow, you wish you did go on grave, that's your prerogative. The current data we have can at least prove that the power that the billiard bar contains has yet to reach a point where it can affect the reality stabilizer. On that note, the BCRL also has its own research department. Even though those people are fairly mediocre, you'll still need to submit a report with a strong, clear argument. I do not allow something produced by my hands to be undetermined either. Therefore, I will calibrate the instrument according to those figures with anomalies, and you guys go test it again. Alright. Something that can affect the reality stabilizer has to be an equipment even more powerful. Besides Anita, the only other organization that can create such a thing is the Citadel. Those Citadel fellas have always treated knowledge like their own personal property. How irritating. The Citadel, hold on. And explicitly, the image of the mysterious cargo that Ribis and her robots transported abruptly flashes in your mind. Could it be that... Conductor, you mean to say the cargo Miss Ribis commissioned us to transport could be the equipment that affected the reality stabilizer as mentioned by Miss Nicola? Most likely, yes. If you think about it, Shagla City's reality stabilizer only started having problems shortly after we entered the city. At the time, due to the attack of the whale, Shagla City's entrance was heavily guarded by armed forces, and the entry inspection was particularly strict. Odds are, Rebus only alighted in advance because of that. Back when I was in Eden City's military, many smugglers and stowaways also used similar tactics like that. But Miss Rebus is ultimately a member of the Citadel. I'm not saying she did intentionally with ill will, but the people of the Citadel are known for their peculiarity. Maybe she's only trying to conduct an experiment but failed to consider what kind of effect it will cause. Do we have one just like that on train now? At the thought of Nicola, Livia can't help but laugh a little wryly too. Yep. We're gonna do the experiments. Stop. What is it? Cosplay. Katas, Aldrich of the Eternal Night, servant of the Demon Lord. To think I've run to you here. That was my destiny to obliterate you. Die! Alright. Fine. Oh, I can do Rezo? A little bit of healing. Just wait 1 second. Oh, that's a free. Now. And with that, I can do this ultimate. Our basic attacks are free. I can just hit that. Alright, now I'll play this. Everyone's safe, we're chilling. I can hit that ult again. Get the electric ball out. Hit it with the stun. Have your ult, and we're done. Full train to finish it off, and electric ball. Miss Catus, why? Hey, wait a minute. Crap, 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 crap. I can't wait to stop to it. Blocking a hit with her shield in her hand. And no one looks back to smile at Livia. You okay? The moment Livia recognizes the person before her, her eyes widen in astonishment. Connor? Hey, get to meet Connor again. Awesome, since I just pulled her. Connor, is that really you? What are you gonna do if it isn't? Well, I mean... But the way you said that does feel like you're Connor. Livia? Livia is quite emotional. She's even stumbling over her words. Calm down, Livia. Is this someone you know? Yes. Sorry, conductor. I got a bit too excited because I remembered something. Huh? Do you still remember that I once told you I felt like I needed to look for someone? Yeah, back when we were in school. When I said I was looking for the train station in my dreams, some people mocked me for it. Then you comforted me by saying, you also felt like you needed to look for someone unknown. That was the first time you and I spoke. I'm surprised you remember so clearly, conductor. This makes me a lot less embarrassed. In all honesty, I brought this up to Signora Medici in the past. I've always felt like there should have been someone by my side when I came to the surface. And also I kept thinking that perhaps the person I'm looking for is that partner whom I've lost touch with. But no matter what I did, I couldn't recall anything about that person, not to mention since that person traveled with me. I bet they were very likely from the Empire too. There's no way for me to look for any clues. With their personality, if you found out about it, you'd probably go everywhere to help me look. I didn't want to trouble you over a figmental existence, so I kept that from you. But the moment I saw Connor, the memories flooded back to me. Connor was that person. She's really the one? My mind tells me with certainty that she is. In other words, Miss Connor is also from the Empire. She reminds me of how Fran used to look like when we first met. Does the Empire have knights? She looks like one, doesn't she? But Connor is purely a military soldier. This is extremely important to her, so no, I'm not wrong about this. But despite me speaking with conviction, all I remember is the fact that Connor was my partner. As for the rest, I see. Do you remember anything else? Livia shakes her head lightly. Nonetheless, it's already a great start that you remembered a little something. I'm sure I'll come back to you in time. Rector, this is a cool little story plot twist. I like this interaction. Conductor, are you your friend Olivia? Hello, I'm Leahvana, Columba conductor and Olivia's current partner at work. Thank you for stepping in to help just now. It's not anything particularly worth thanking for. Control, oh right, may I call you Leahvana like Livia does? Of course. Thanks a lot. I just really want to take you instead. See how full of life Livia is now, and how you managed to calm her down so effortlessly? I can tell that you've taken great care of her. give you too much credit, right? Olivia is the one who takes care of me more. The conductor did help me a lot. If not, I wouldn't be standing here as a train assistant now. Olivia, I guess I can rest assured now that I see how close you two are. Friend, do you find this Miss Connors somewhat familiar? She speaks with the conductor as though she's Livia's guardian. Yes, that's what I meant. Do you think we run Olivia's old friend here? Miss Connor looks like a really dependable person, though. What? You already feel a connection to her just because she holds a shield, too? No, it's not that. I just feel like after all we've been through, we finally come across a regular person for once. Damn straight. Okay. So this is a misunderstanding, right? Katis? Tara? Well, I'm really sorry, Lord of Blackguard. I mean, conductor. Wow, you can actually speak normally. What a surprise. Tara, apologize too. You joined in on the attack. I can't believe you're lecturing me. What a joke. Weren't you the one who jumped them first? But I was wrong too, so I'll apologize. Cook, same goes for you. As if it's responding to the girl, the eagle perched on Tara's head chirps obediently. Sorry for abruptly attacking you guys just now. It's okay. No one got hurt anyway. That's why you did that? I'll explain. Frankly, I'm to blame for this. The three of us were supposed to return to Mandus together. For some reason, that passage that we normally use is suddenly unopenable. Ah, right. People of the Empire can use the passage to travel between surface and the Empire. That's why this is our first time encountering such a situation. It confused us a little. In the end, someone told us that this was a situation caused by someone, and the BCRL doesn't have the time to deal with this person for the time being. They said mercenaries with good reputations like us, who have worked with the BCRL before, are willing to help out. It would be like killing two birds with one stone. And they gave us your photograph. Wow. After we went looking for the target on the streets and I saw you, I told Kaz and Tari that you look like the criminal we were looking for. I'm really sorry. I see. But you didn't know me before, so understandable that you misunderstand. Besides, you came to our aid as soon as you realized something was wrong, didn't you? Since you got a part of Livia's crew, I'll definitely help you. I gotta say, you're impressive, Leahvana. Such magnanimity and composure are hard to come by. No wonder your crew trusts you so much. You flatter me. Sounds like Kadas is acquainted with Connor's friends' friends. Then why are you so charged at them, Kadas? Why are you so affectionate with Connor but so cold to me? I don't want to be affectionate with people who speak weirdly. God. These two are funny. Well, I was already hyped up about the tales of the end video game launch here. Then the conductor had me cosplaying as the villain of the White Knight chapter of that comic that the comic is currently updating. It's a character to be called Uldric of the Eternal Night. I get it. To a comic geek like Kadas, the one she was attacking was the villain of the comic. When the fictional world blended reality here, she got too overly excited. Alright, I'm happy that we're meeting Connor. Met Nikolai, Kadas. Doing a mercy job earlier. Stop teasing me, Connor. That's fine. I trust Livia and the people whom she trusts. Besides, I can tell from this interaction that Leahvana is a decent person. My judgment of people has always been spot on. Call me Connor will do. No need to be so formal. You also has gotten a misunderstanding with someone else, right? If you're in trouble, let me know if I can help. We're making friends. Sure, bring him on board. More the merrier. She's so reliable. It's fun to tell her the whole story. Why don't you be able to help us? Well, Akata's a Citadel member is acquainted with us. But, Those are why she would stand on our side for such a serious matter. Then again, who could have hired Connor to look for the conductor? How about someone in BCRL acting on their own? This isn't news anymore that there are dissensions among the higher-ups in the BCRL. They may still be operating as a whole unit, but there are internal conflicts constantly going on. Even the Bonfire City's armed forces have been affected by this, much less the BCRL soldiers. Interesting. It appears otherwise that Connor's turn against them is helping us. She might be blacklisted in the future. Yeah, I have to agree, Elliot. That's a good point. Could help for memory. That's true. Other mercenaries probably got it too. Alright, so we fill her in. This really happens everywhere, be on a surface or in Bandis. Someone didn't contact me. Who's contacting us? That's the boxer train. Help me get in touch with you. Oh, interesting. Alright. Well, at least it helps. Yep, we gotta go. Nope, motorcycle, there you go. $410 done. Alright, that's a good place to call it for now. That was fun. I'm enjoying the story. Overall, I really am liking this game. It's a pleasant surprise, as I've said before. You'd only learned about it 2 days before release, because I was more focused on doing Night Abyss and have been having a great time playing it since then. So I'll definitely be doing more. Definitely keep doing some more story, grinding out, leveling up with training characters. Hopefully get some more pulls lined up so I can get Nicola. Let's see, tomorrow is Duet Night Abyss Day. So that's going to be fun. Do a lot of grinding there. I'm going to do the roguelite mode for the first time on stream tomorrow. So that's going to be fun. Hopefully get Lisbel. And yeah, we'll see what else happens. So yeah, thank you all so much for hanging out. I appreciate you all as always. And of course, before we go, I got to do the quick plugs. For the YouTubes, where I multi-stream, do fighting games variety content. The social, the Twitter and the Blue Sky. You want to come meet the community? Check it out. There's a Discord. Come be part of the community. We're good folks there. And finally, gotta plug the VT cards. Check them out. Get you some Leahvana trading cards. Check out all the wonderful VTubers there. Collect them all. All right, y'all. I'm gonna get out of here. Thank you so much for your time. Tomorrow, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hopefully see you then. I've been Leahvana, the Tech Witch, bringing some magic to your screens. Bye.